And then the next thing which will actually determine whether you are going to get money from your poultry farming or you will get a loss is the cost of production in your business. The cost of production, these are actually things that we actually put, these are the inputs that we put into our business, like the poultry farming in the case which we are talking about. When it comes to the inputs, we have the feeds, which sum up to 80% of the total cost of production. We have the birds, we have the housing, if you are still starting up, we have the medication, those are the inputs. So the moment the inputs, the things that you put into your business, they are higher than the outcome that you will be getting, then automatically you will get a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line. You will get a loss. Let me say that you're actually buying maize at 5,000 Uganda shillings, and then you are giving it to layers. However much you keep these birds, you will actually be getting a loss. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you whether poultry farming is really a profitable business or it is not a profitable business. So get ready for the video. When it comes to poultry farming, there are very many things that you should actually think about before starting a poultry farm. And one of them is the breed of the birds that you really want to keep. Because there are other breeds which are, not very profitable, and there are others which are very, very profitable depending on how you are raising them. Like for instance, let me talk about the local chicken. The local chicken, these are birds which are local in your area. Most of them have gone out. So the local chicken in my area, those are the local chickens. And then the local chicken in your areas, those are the local birds that I'm talking about. We do have the local birds, the broilers, and then the layers. Those are the most commonly kept birds. And then the croilers, that's how we call them in Uganda. Those are the improved birds. So when you do want to start a poultry farm, the first thing that you should think about is the breed of the birds. Like the local birds, they actually take minimum of 6 to 7 months for the bird to be ready for sale, like for meat. That's with the local bird. And then when it comes to the broilers, maximum is 2 months. That's when the bird is ready for sale and you have gotten back your money. And then when it comes to the layers, 4.5 months, they have started to lay eggs. And then, yeah. So when you do want to start a poultry farm, these are the things that you should look at. The breed of the birds that you select is the one which is going to determine whether you are going to get money or you are not going to get money from your business. That is number one. And then when it comes to the most profitable birds or the most profitable breed of the birds, to me, is the layers. Because these birds, the moment they start to lay, they will lay up to 90 weeks. I think 90 weeks. From 18 to 90 weeks. That's when you will be getting an egg every day after every 26 hours. So you would actually be getting eggs every day. That's with the layers. And to me, I think this is the most profitable business when it comes to keeping birds. That's with the layers, broilers, and then with the local chicken. And then second is the broilers. When you want quick money back, you can go with the broilers. Though there are some challenges with the broilers, I think we are going to be talking about the solutions to the challenges which are with the broiler birds, I think in 1 or 2 videos ahead. So if you don't want to miss the video, kindly subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss the video. Once you have now figured out the breed of the birds that you want to keep, number 2 is the location of your poultry farm. Yeah, there are other poultry farms located in villages, deep villages where the population is very, very low. That one means that even if you actually produce your birds, it will be very hard for you to actually sell them. Very, very hard. So the location matters very, very high. And then there is one who can actually start a poultry farm in an urban center, where very many people are, where people are congested. That way, selling the products will be very easy because the market is ready. You actually won't look for the market, but the market will look for you. So the location also matters a lot. And then the next thing which will actually determine whether you are going to get money from your poultry farming or you will get a loss is the cost of production in your business. The cost of production, these are actually things that we actually put, these are the inputs that we put into our business, like the poultry farming in the case which we are talking about. When it comes to the inputs, we have the feeds, which sum up to 80% of the total cost of production. We have the birds, we have the housing, if you are still starting up, we have the medication. Those are the inputs. So the moment the inputs, the things that you put into your business, they are higher than the outcome that you will be getting, then automatically you will get a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line. You will get a loss. Let me say that you're actually buying maize at 5,000 Uganda shillings, and then you are giving it to layers. However much you keep these birds, you will actually be getting a loss. At some point, you must be very, very careful by noting down everything that you actually do on your poultry farm. That's why it is very important for us to actually have a record of our farms, because the moment you don't have a record, the moment you don't have a clear record of your poultry farm, how the expenses are going, how the income is coming, how you have spent your money, it will be very, very hard for you to actually figure out whether you are getting loss or profit. At the end, you will not be looking at the money that you have spent, but rather you will actually be looking at the money that you are getting in. And in most cases, the money that will be coming in will be very, very big, very huge. And you won't even think that you are actually getting a profit or loss, because you actually don't know how much you have put in. You know what I'm trying to say? So the cost of production matters a lot, matters really, really a lot. That's why you see the people in Kampala, for instance, the people in Kampala, they have very many farms, and then they are also getting money every day, because the cost of production over there is very, very low. They can access the feeds anytime, they can access the birds anytime. Let me give you an example. Let me say you want to transport your birds, your chicks, from Kampala to, let me say, Southern Sudan. First of all, you will incur the transport cost from Kampala to Southern Sudan. And when you reach the border, you have to pay for the goods to pass to another country. So you can see that the cost of production is actually increasing. But someone in Kampala is actually not going to spend even transport cost to actually take the birds to his farm, because the farm is actually near from where they normally sell the chicks. The person is actually not going to pay for the border cost. The person is actually not going to lose any of his birds to actually bad weather or stuff like that. So you can see that the cost of production will be very, very low, and then that way the profits will also be very, very high. You must be very, very careful when it comes to starting a poultry farm. I suggest you must first, put it down into a pen and then try to figure out how much money you are actually going to be spending, and then how much money you are going to be getting out from your poultry farms. And then another thing which will determine whether you are going to get a loss or a profit is your management. Yeah, the people that you actually work with. At some point, we have seen a lot of farms going down because of poor management. So when you do want to start a poultry farm, the people that you choose to work with should be people who are trusted. People who are trusted, people who actually, they fear God. Because you can actually find some people who, they actually don't see the pain that you would be actually going through to actually, make your farm survive. So in any way, they will never think about it. So if you have these kind of people on your poultry farm, guys, you are gone. So try as much as possible to actually select good people to work with. I have actually seen it with very many people. You hire a wrong person, and instead of this person actually doing the right job which he or she is actually employed for, the person will be stealing the feeds. In some cases, will be stealing the feeds and then selling it to other poultry farms. And then the person can also steal the products, the eggs. So you must be very careful with the management that you actually put in place for your farm to actually run. These are actually some of the major things that we should do if we actually want to get profits from our business, which is the poultry farm. And there are other small ones which are also there, but I've not talked about them in this video. So if you don't want to miss them, I'll actually talk about them in the next video also. If you don't want to miss the information, then guys, do subscribe to the channel And give this video a like if you actually enjoyed a word or two from it. Give it a like, and then don't forget to actually hit that notification bell. That way you will be notified immediately I drop any kind of video on the channel. And for those ones who have subscribed to the channel, like the previous videos or even this one, guys, you are really appreciated. You make me feel very proud for the work that I'm doing. So yeah, see you in my next video.